Ukrainians' troops continue to strike Russian military targets in Crimea Peninsula. Fighters from the Prizrak unit of the main intelligence directorate under the Ukrainian Defense Ministry have once again targeted military facilities belonging to the Russian army on the occupied Crimean Peninsula with drones. Footage of the operation, released by the main intelligence directorate, has been circulated on Telegram channels. As a result of the strikes carried out by kamikaze drones belonging to the Prizrak unit, transport tugboats, the MR-10M1E coastal radar station, the Imbir 9S32 radar station, the Podliat K1 radar station, the Nebo SVU radar station and an electric generator were destroyed by explosions on the peninsula. It should be noted that the Prizrak unit of the main intelligence directorate has increased strikes on Russian military facilities in Crimea for several days in a row. As a result, a large number of Russian radar stations, military equipment, including boats, ships and helicopters, have been disabled. In the latest attack on Crimea, the Ukrainian unit destroyed 2 Russian boats and TR-M2 anti-aircraft missile system in Crimea.
There is reason to believe that the Ukrainian strike on the Sudza gas metering station was carried out with the assistance of French satellite systems, while British specialists input the coordinates and hit the launch button, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova stated in response to the Kiev regime's latest attack on Russia's energy facilities. We have grounds to believe that the guidance and targeting of the strikes were conducted using French satellite systems, while UK specialists provided the coordinate input and carried out the launch. The command was issued from London on March the 21st. This facility was already subjected to a terrorist attack by the Kiev regime, which ordered its militants to blow it up as they retreated from the Kursk region. Now, following the missile strike, the Sudza gas metering station has been virtually destroyed, the diplomat noted. Zakharova added that on March the 28th, Russian air defenses shot down and intercepted 19 Ukrainian UAVs attempting to attack the Saratov oil refinery. These are not the first acts of terror by the Ukrainian army against Russia's energy infrastructure following the March 18th announcement of a ban on shelling such facilities. Strikes have targeted gas industry enterprises, power distribution substations and oil storage facilities, including those belonging to the International Caspian Pipeline Consortium across the Bryansk, Kursk and Belgorod regions, as well as Crimea and the Krasnodar region, she added. The Sudza facility, located in a border region that has seen intense fighting, is a critical node in Russia's energy network, part of the pipeline system that historically transported natural gas to Europe. Ukrainian forces, according to Russia's defense ministry, used HIMARS systems, high-mobility artillery rocket systems, supplied by the United States to carry out the attack. The ministry reported that the strike occurred earlier that day, though specific details about the extent of the damage remain limited from official sources. Zakharova's comments suggest a coordinated effort involving advanced Western technology and expertise, a claim that has yet to be independently verified. Neither the British nor French governments issued immediate responses to the accusations, leaving the international community to grapple with the potential implications of such involvement. This incident comes against a backdrop of heightened tensions between Russia and Western nations supporting Ukraine. Since Russia's full-scale invasion began in February 2022, the United Kingdom and France have been vocal advocates for Kyiv, providing military aid and pushing for stronger measures against Moscow. Both countries have supplied Ukraine with advanced weaponry, including British Storm Shadow cruise missiles and France's Scalp missiles, which share similar capabilities to the US-made ATA-CMS ballistic missiles. While ATACMS stockpiles in Ukraine have reportedly dwindled, HIMARS systems remain a versatile platform capable of launching shorter-range rockets with precision guided by satellite data. Zakharova emphasized that the terror unleashed by the Kiev regime against Russia's energy industry is yet further evidence that it lacks any values. As we know, Vladimir Zelensky publicly endorsed the moratorium proposed by the presidents of Russia and the United States on refraining from strikes against Russian and Ukrainian energy facilities. Yet, he has made no effort to comply with it, the diplomat noted. Recently, Ukrainian drones attacked the Kaluga region of Russia, the military airfield Shaikovka, where the Russian Federation has its strategic aviation, could have been hit. Anatoly Krapchinsky, Deputy General Director of the company producing electronic warfare equipment and an aviation expert, spoke about this on air at Radio NV. Tu-22 M3 aircraft are based there. These are the aircraft that carry out strikes with Kh-22 and Kh-32 missiles. We continue to strike the Russian nuclear triad, the strategic aviation aircraft that can carry nuclear weapons, Krapchinsky noted. He added that after the successful strike of the Ukrainian Defense Forces on the Engels airfield, the Russians will look for a solution regarding where to redeploy their aviation and capabilities to carry out massive strikes. The Russian Federation will look for a place to relocate to, and here we continue to hit these airfields, which are at an accessible distance for us. Therefore, this complicates decision-making and further disrupts the enemy's logistics, Krapchinsky added. The General Staff of Ukraine disclosed the consequences of the attack by the Ukrainian Defense Forces on Engels the day before. It is reported that the enemy lost 96 air-launched cruise missiles. This happened in particular as a result of a secondary detonation. Meanwhile, Forbes notes that Ukraine's campaign of long-range strikes against Russian military factories and ammunition depots has produced mixed results. According to analyst David Axe, the strikes have brought relief to civilians, but the missiles that are not hit have no impact on the battlefield. Raids, like the one on a drone factory in the Oriol region, may have saved a few Ukrainians, but such strikes on high-risk targets have not changed the fundamental problem facing Ukrainian forces, the ability to penetrate enemy defenses, Axe said. It is not particularly useful for the Ukrainian Air Force to blow up, say, the entire stock of heavy mortars of a Russian field army if a neighboring Ukrainian army corps is trapped by minefields or lacks sufficient manpower to launch an offensive and take advantage of the Russians' dwindling short-term ammunition stocks, Axe writes. He notes that in fact, much of Ukraine's long-range strike campaign, raids targeting military supplies, has been impressive but far from decisive. According to the Ukrainian think tank for intelligence insight, more than half of Ukraine's strikes between September and February had limited impact.